Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to episode 2 on Blessed Beyond Measure. Initially, we went with It'll Do Acres because sometimes in life, you just got to get to the point where it'll do. But today is a very special day here on Blessed Beyond Measure, episode 2. You can see a U-Haul. Yeah, pretty self-explanatory, but what you don't maybe realize until I tell you is that this is our last haul. So this is U-Haul number 2, and over the last couple of years we have made countless trips with trucks and cars, moving equipment and tools and household stuff, but we are finally at the point, thank you Lord, that this is our last haul. My wife is retired. She's been working on our house back where we moved from, and it is at the point where it's going to be going up on the market. But a couple of years ago, God blessed us with the ability to get this property, and we're so excited about the possibilities here. But yeah, last U-Haul right there, and it's still full, and we still got to unload it. And what we realized, and what you probably already do if you've ever moved in your life, whatever house you move into, you pretty much just you fill it up. But then the growing or shrinking pains might be worse, is that if you move to a place that doesn't have as much storage and you've accumulated all these things, well, basically this entire truck, we don't know where we're putting any of it because we don't have room for it. We've already brought everything that we need down. So we're going to have to go through all this, as time allows, and get rid of a lot of things. But, this is kind of the start of our dream. The wife is going to be here full time in the next couple of weeks, and I will be working my job through January of 2025, and then I will be blessed to be able to come down here and join her, and we will start our full-time new life. And we're sitting on an acreage here with a log cabin, and I've had a shop put up at this point that's not finished. A lot of work to do there, but we have so many dreams and hopes, and all things God willing. But we want to just kind of take you along for the ride and share that with you. So today's going to be unloading this here U-Haul, and we spent all day yesterday loading it, and then driving 4 hours to where we're at yesterday evening. And so I'm a little bit tired. I've been a little bit emotional today. God has blessed us so much with the relationships that we've been able to form over the years, where we I can't even say currently live now anymore, because now we're only going back to visit at this point. But just welcome to the channel, Blessed Beyond Measure. If God's done something special in your life, I would highly recommend you just bloop it down into the comment section, and we're going to share our journey with you. We're going to have a lot of talks, and we'll share a lot of stories about how God's moved in our life in this journey. Yeah, welcome. And I think at this point it's probably time to start unloading this U-Haul and trying to find whatever space we have to fill it up with all this stuff. And as you guys already know, stuff really doesn't matter, but you matter. And I pray that God is working in your life, and if you're going through something, He will meet you where you're at. All He asks is that you stand at the door and knock, and He will meet you there. So He's definitely done that for us countless times in our lives, and we're just so grateful. My wife is hiding at this point. She's still getting used to the idea of doing this whole YouTube video thing. She'll come around. So encourage her in whatever way that you can, as I will continue to do so. But anyway, it's time for me to get started, so I'm just gonna, I don't know, do I put you in go fast mode so you can see us unload all this crap that we're gonna have to move 5 or 10 times, maybe more, probably double that, before we finally get it situated where it's gonna end up going. Anyway, yeah, let's do that. God bless, Godspeed. Let's get to it. Kapow!
a smile upon your face, and I see something shimmering in your eyes. And they say if you wanna glimpse the future, you need space. And you said you'll put down your morning guns. Would you follow me to wonders? Take my hand and walk beside me in a world of thunder. Fear is an imposter. When you look at me this way, I find it hard to not give in. So the days became weeks, it felt just like the night before. You were slowly fading in my mind. When you left, I was so completely gone, but now I'm sure you were some of the best of things to find. Would you follow me to wonders? If you're everything that matters to me, makes me wonder why I can't get over.
Take two, action. Okay, here's the deal. Wasn't recording, thought I was recording. She was already ready for a break, but we've been unloading, offloading. Had 4 to maybe 10, 20 discussions about how we should be doing it. We both finally realized what we already knew, is that their partner is a little stubborn, and so it's just better to just keep moving. But we're ready for a break. She stinks. I'm worse. Way worse. I got my pit right there. I'm so sorry. Anyway, we're having a great time, and we'll get back to work here in a little bit, but we're going to take a quick break, and just like that, we'll be right back to it. Okay. All right, boys and girls. Well, as you can see, we haven't done anything else in here. We wanted to get some of the mess cleaned up. Shop stuff, dog stuff, other dog stuff. And you know what? They need to be able to roam free, but if we got all this stuff out here, Jasmine here, she likes to eat everything. LB likes to mark everything. So everything in the truck's going to go out to the shop. Walk around back. For those of you that haven't seen the whole property, our pond's over here, the barn, the shop. The wife has got some brats on the grill. Everything's looking good. It smells good. Oh, if you could only smell that, you'd be so happy. So Osceola Cheese has got some pretty amazing brats here in Missouri.
Bacon cheddar and jalapeno cheddar.
Bacon cheddar and jalapeno cheddar. So I like the jalapeno. I like the hot stuff. It burns her butt a little bit too much when she eats the jalapeno, so I take care of that for her. Sometimes I burn her butt a little bit too, but we're having a great old time. The dogs are happy. We're hanging out. We still got to get the rest of the U-Haul unloaded. Don't have to have the U-Haul back until tomorrow. I think at about 3:30, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So we'll be taking some stuff out to the shop. We've been taking things to the barn. Mother-in-law's cabin, completely unfinished on the inside right now, and so we're just going to store a whole lot of what we got down here in there until we figure out where we're going to put it. So this here is Gracie's tree. If you watched episode 1, you got to see our beautiful German Shepherd Gracie. Well, she passed away, and she's buried down here at the cabin in a special spot, but this was a spot in the yard where she always liked to lay down, and so we had transplanted this tree from the backside of the property. And yeah, Miss Gracie, she was a great dog. The wife says it's a red bud. I don't know what she's doing with that rug, but I think she's going to try and burn it. obviously the puppies are following her. But yeah, so you know, when Gracie passed away, LB was still a young pup, and we didn't want him to live a life alone or, you know, be lonely, and so we had the opportunity to get Jasmine over there. And Jasmine is part lab and part German Shepherd. And LB, well, he's part lab and he's part American Bulldog. So they're both great dogs, different personalities, but they're a lot of fun. What do you think, Mom? You got any words you would like to say? She's learning how to talk on YouTube, so this is really fun for me.
I will never move again. I will die here. And I married someone younger than me, so when I'm old, he can wipe my butt instead of vice versa.
Right, and she's always just warned me if I get a little too cantankerous, she might be burying me out on the back 40, so to speak.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, here's our old Chevy truck. I see she's still got some garbage on the hood for fishing that is probably a month old. That I'm not opening that, but she's responsible for getting rid of it because I'm not touching it. Ain't doing it.
Old liver bait.
Jasmine, you happy? Jasmine is a hunter-gatherer.
Of everything.
Oh, give me that. You don't need that. No, 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 no. You don't need... Oh, that's drywall mud. It's got to be. Don't even know why we would have that down here, honestly. Chinking, the wife says. So chinking, that makes more sense. Goes in between the logs. Insulation factor. But no, Jasmine will find anything that is laying on the ground that is unused, and she will put it to use. What do you think, Jasmine? Want to say hi? Yeah. What about you, LB? Want to say hi? Huh? Yeah, this hose isn't all that long.
Oh, look what I did.
I know, you chink it.
No, I added it to the gray one and then I...
Yep, she always telling me how to do stuff and then ends up doing it backwards herself. How about that? Oh, you got a white spot on your butt.
Well, I just got a sprayer.
Oh, we're having a good time this weekend. You know,
Jasmine, you don't need to help me.
everything coming together. Yeah, see?
Got a kink right there.
Okay, I'll help.
Thank you.
Oh, look at that. You know, we've been finding treasure down here since we bought the property. When I say treasure, it's called broken glass. And anytime I see anything, I will pick it up. And it doesn't matter how many times we come down here, there's always more. We will probably be finding broken glass probably until the day that the Lord takes us home. Maybe a little too much partying went on at this property previously. I don't know, and I'm not blaming nobody for it. Somebody did it. Not for me to judge that, but gives me an opportunity to have a little fun. So anyway, our old 50 Chevy, my grandpa's old Ford. We got our big old Takeuchi TL11 V12. Yeah, something like that. We just had new tracks put on that because, well, we threw a track and they were shot. And at some point I got to pull the injectors out of that, and it doesn't run 100%. It's probably running about 50% capacity right now, but I tell you what, it has done everything that we've needed it to do. I have pushed over trees, dug up stumps, and just, you know, on a property like this, you have to have equipment to maintain it, or you have to pay big bucks to have somebody else do it. Right, LB? Yeah. LB says, yes, Dad. You need to have that stuff. Need to have it. You're a good boy. You want to go get Mom? Want to go get Mom? Come on. Come on. Go get Mom. Good boy. He says, Dad, you left me. Okay, well, anyway, this was our intermission. We're going to eat lunch, and we got to get back to work because I would like to get the U-Haul unloaded today. We're trying to have a good time and relax at the same time. Again, this weekend being kind of special, knowing that it was our last haul from the city to our acreage here. And so, anyway, I will start recording again when we get back to work. But right now, you can see what I'm doing. So, that's all I got to say. All right, you can see the mess. Plenty of it. We can't afford to watch the real live stream, so we got the Husker football game going on. It looks like Nebraska scored a touchdown. How about that? If we could actually have a winning season this year, wow, wouldn't that be awesome? But now that we live in Missouri, it's not going to make me feel so bad if we just continue the streak that we've had, ever since we were champions way back in the 90s. So, next step. I love this bed. I don't want to move this bed. But being we're talking about vlog life and just recording what we do, this bed is no longer going to be in here because the bed we brought from home has drawers on each side where we can put all the crap that we need to store. So this awesome bed, unfortunately, is going to end up someday, potentially, in one of the Airbnb cabins that we put on the property. I'm going to miss this bed. I got my reading lamp on. I love this bed. It just hurts me. And the wife is avoiding coming in the room because she doesn't want to be on camera just yet, but I'm going to go around the corner. Oh, hi, hon. What are you doing?
Thanks for showing everybody our unmade bed.
Yeah, the unmade awesome bed that the wife is making me tear apart and no longer be able... This was actually... We wouldn't have bought this cabin if this bed wasn't in here, but this was the reason why we bought it, right?
No.
She says no. I disagree. It's awesome. It's got to go. I hate that it has to go. We will definitely use it somewhere else, and somebody else will get to appreciate it. And we got to put in one of those pre-built soldered furniture, but it's got sliding drawers on each side. And yeah, it's convenient, and we lack storage here, so I totally understand why we're doing it. But this is the reason, what you're looking at right now, this is the reason why we have to get rid of this bed. And she's just smiling about it like, oh, yeah, I'm the boss, and you just do what you're told. So, yeah, see, she nodded. You saw it. She does. She believes she's the boss, and she's probably right, and it hurts me. But, okay, so we're going to tear it apart. You're not going to watch that. And when it's tore apart and out, and we bring the other garbage in here that won't last half as long, this thing would outlive us. This bed that we're bringing in, yeah, to be determined. Anyway, let's keep it moving. All right, pow. All right, kids, that bed's out. Yeah, another good reason to not move such an awesome headboard, footboard, frame assembly is because it weighs 1,000 pounds. And you know what? If you all think it's a lavish lifestyle having a cabin, the wife currently just sprayed down the leftover remains of a deteriorated, mouse. Because when you live out in the country, that kind of stuff happens. So she's pretty excited about it. I'm pretty excited about it. Should have just left it the way it was. But, hey, we're all learning. I got to move the nightstand because we've got different nightstands. Get another bed frame in here. And because, there again, it was pre-assembled solder, cardboard, garbage. But pretty nice, if I had to be honest. Yeah, it's going to take a little bit of setup to get that right, but the wife's doing a great job of doing what, ladies do. I shouldn't have said that. She's
nope.
She
You don't do it.
right, but it was on her side of the bed, if we were being honest about it. And so, anyway, we're going to get back to work. She's doing an awesome job, and what a trooper. So, okay. Whoop, whoop. Okay, well, it's the whole next day, and we didn't get a lot more done last night, but you can see, besides the mismatched pillows, that, okay, we got our old new bed set up in the bedroom, slider doors on the side, both sides, everybody's happy. I got some garbage packed into the closet. Anyway, we're living La Vida cabin time right now, so there's not a whole lot getting done, but we're having a good time, and just kind of want to wrap up this video by saying thank you for coming along and watching. We got a whole lot more work to do, but you know what? Here before too long, God willing, and all things, we're gonna have the extra time to do that. So the wife is relaxing, hanging out, having a good time. The dogs are, well, LB is hiding underneath the car trailer over there, and Jasmine's, well, she's over there by mom. But anyway, it's been a great weekend. We've had a good time. Time always goes by real fast when you're living on cabin time, but having a good time. You guys have a great weekend. Use those superpowers to the best of your ability, and Stay awesome.